Hi ladies, I'm going to show you how to get started with your 3D foundation. If you are a new customer and just trying it out, I'm going to show you two different ways. I'm going to do half my face with kind of like swiping the makeup on with my finger and then blending it out. And then the other half, I'm going to apply it with a brush, and then you get to decide which way works best for you. So I recommend trying both ways, and maybe you end up doing the combination of the two. It just is completely up to you. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Here's my palette. I have my lighter highlight, main highlight, contour, and then I'm just gonna add in a lip and cheek color at the end. Okay, so I am gonna put on some lip conditioner. I have the cherry lip conditioner. I always do that before I start because by the end, when I'm ready to put on my lipstick, my lips are moisturized and ready to like accept it. Okay, so I'm gonna do the right half of my face. Sorry, my like compact is shiny. I'm gonna do the right half of my face with the swiping method. So I'm just gonna take I'm gonna start with my lighter highlight. So this is Aura, and I'm just gonna put a little bit here. Remember, I'm just doing half. So I'm gonna go like down the center of my nose, under my lip. This is all with my like concealing highlight. So this one should be like a shade lighter. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on under my eye on the inner corner and the outer corner. And I always have of course it's like under my camera, I always have a microfiber cloth or like a washcloth or something nearby that I can just kind of like either wash my finger off on, or rinse up or wash a brush on really quickly in between colors. So that's a little side tip. Now I'm gonna go into my main highlight, which for me right now is Candlelit. I'm probably ready to bump up to June, which is the color that I use mainly during the summer, spring months. So here, I'm just gonna put this on my cheeks, anywhere that I want coverage there. I have some coverage that I need down here. I wanna cover up this guy over here. I have some like freckles and things. So pretty much like anywhere that I didn't put that lighter color. You can see my puppy in the background, sorry. He's not distracting. And so I'm just gonna put that there. And now I'm gonna go into Olive. Again, I'm just gonna swipe my finger and I'm gonna do my cheekbone. So right under the bone, you can just kind of like feel a little pocket there. So you just kind of wanna swipe that there. And again, I know it looks nuts, but it's all gonna blend out. And then I'm gonna do my forehead. So I'm adding a little bit of Olive is my contour color that I'm using. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on the side of my nose. And I like to do contour under my bottom lip too. I might as well just do that for the whole thing. Oh, I got a little wild on the one side. Kind of clean that up. Okay, so now what I would do is I would take my brush. I love the blend brush. This is like my favorite brush, but you could, maybe you only got the blush and bronzer brush, like you could take I would say the short end and blend it out with that. Totally up to you. I'm gonna use the detail brush, and I'm gonna start with my lighter highlights. So I'm gonna kind of blend that out under my eye, blend on, in between my eyebrows, kind of down the center of my face, just like how I started. And then I'm gonna flip to the bigger side, and I'm going to stipple blend out my main highlight color. And it doesn't take a lot, because if it sits on your face for just like a couple seconds, it all starts to warm up just from your skin. And so I'm just blending that out. So that's what the beauty of creams, they all blend together seamlessly and they warm up. So if you're like, you know, these kind of feel hard, just let them kind of warm up on your face for a little bit, or you can blow them dry with a hairdryer for just a second. So I'm just gonna blend out the contour on my side of my nose. This is why I love the blend brush, because there's like this flat end right here. So up and back into my hairline with my contour on my cheek, and then blending out my contour along my forehead. And I mean, like, wow, like look at the coverage difference. It's really crazy. I didn't really put very much on either, you know, like that's like a huge tip too. Less is more. You might be like used to using a lot more product if you're using traditional foundation and concealer. But trust me when I tell you that a little bit of this makeup goes like a really, really long way, which is awesome. You have to buy less. You know, it's really, really good. Okay, so I'm gonna use the color Sangria for my blush color. So I'm just gonna like dab a little bit on there. And then, you know, you can go crazy with like bronzer, illuminator if you want, but I'm just gonna keep it basic for just the sake of showing you the other step. And I'll put on lipstick at the very end. Okay, so that's one way. Another way is to just apply everything with your brush. So if I'm doing it that way, I can, I often like to use the blend brush and my detail brush. And so I'm gonna use my blend brush. This is for like lighter, but I feel like if you just want medium coverage, you can just, you know, grab a little bit more product when you're going into your tint. So I'm gonna go with my lighter highlight first. So I'm gonna use the smaller end and I'm just gonna kind of tap it under my eye, inner corner, outer corner. Same thing as the other side, kind of down the center of my face, but I'm just kind of like blending it out a little bit as I go. Sorry, my puppy is like squeaking his toy in the background. He has a chicken squeaker toy. It's very exciting. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with my main highlight color. So this is Candlelit. So anywhere else I want coverage. So I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more in just a second. I'm kind of blending it as I'm putting it on, but I'm also just trying to kind of like spread it in the areas that I want to blend it out a little better. Okay, so that's Candlelit. And now I'm gonna go to the bigger side of my brush and just fully blend everything. And depending, I switch back and forth between like both of these methods. Gotta go back and cover up this beauty right here. Okay, so now I'm all blended over there. I'm gonna switch to my detail brush now. Again, I love this for the sake of the flat-ended brush. So I'm gonna go into Olive, I'm gonna take one end and I'm just gonna kind of wiggle it into there. I'm not grabbing very much product and I am just going to then do the same thing, wiggle it onto where I want my contour and I'm blending as I'm applying. So that can kind of like save you the step of like blending it out. So you're applying it and blending at the same time. I'm gonna do the same thing for my forehead. So I'm just gonna wiggle the end and the tin of contour, and I'm going to blend as I apply it. And then same thing for my nose. Over there like that. I want a little heavy on that. I'm just gonna flip my brush and blend it out. It's very forgiving. If you add too much or you put it in the wrong place, just grab the color that you needed or keep blending it out. And so onto my blush and bronzer brush. And if you didn't get all these brushes, like that's okay. Just use the brushes that you have. But I do recommend at least like one of the brushes, whether it's the blush and bronzer or the detail, or if you are a lighter application person, the blend. They're all super high quality, or the 3D brush is great too. Or if you want a higher, greater coverage, this is the color Sangria. If you want more like a full coverage, then I would suggest the Buff brush. Okay, and then, oh Lord. And then last, a little bit of lip color. Make sure my contour underneath my bottom lip looks okay. And then again, you can add your illuminator if you want to do that. If you got illuminator, you can add it on like your Cupid's bow, on the cheekbones. What's that word? Cheekbones. And your brow bones too. Some people add it on the center of their nose. That's not really my thing. But I do feel like it like enhances the side, like your lips right here, if you add a little bit of that. So it just kind of like gives that little bit of glow, super pretty. And then, like I said, bronzer, if you're into that. But I have more videos where I can show you guys lots of other things. This is just kind of to help you get started. But you can see it's like, doesn't really matter which way you decide to go with, swiping it or or adding it on. He's crazy. Or adding it on, like blending it out. I think he sees a reflection. Oh, Lord. So you can do either one. Both work perfectly. You just have to figure out what works best for you. So like, not only is the compact customizable, so is how you apply it. So I hope this video helped you guys get started. Please follow me on social media at Molly Nicholas on Instagram, Facebook, and then join my VIP group. So it's Molly Pop VIP. Okay, guys, bye.